see. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
National.
Just about to get underway, and on the hill in this one, it'll be Steven Strasburg.
Well, most pitchers today are pretty tall, but this guy's definitely taller than most. He's kind of an imposing figure out there, especially when he's standing on top of the bump. It's like he's looking down on you, so hitters have to be prepared for a couple of things. Ball can get on you a lot quicker because of the extension and release point, and then also tilt through the zone. If you're going to try to hit pitches at the bottom of the zone, it's going to be difficult to get on plane. So look for something up from this guy. You might have a chance to do some damage.
And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Line drive, caught. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Base hit center field. So Nolan Arenado now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. On the ground. And that's the 3rd out. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Bottom of the first. And towing the slab, the guy with the big yacker. The yellow hammer, Uncle Charlie, Adam Wainwright.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Lane Thomas at the plate now. Looks at one down below the zone. Swings through that one for strike 1. 1-1 now. There's the strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Next offering is in the dirt. And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. And there's 1 away.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And the right-hander deals. stays alive. One and two here. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it, and there's two away. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Number 45 in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Base knock center field.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes a pitch. Out towards right center field. Nootbaar settles underneath it, and that'll do it. So one left for Washington. We played an inning, no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan.
The second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And the pitch. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And that gets all the way to the wall. Throw, and it gets away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Out to short. Over to Smith. One out in the second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here is Lars Nootbaar. That one ripped. It's gone. So he just clears the wall, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
And with that blast, you could hear a pin drop here in the ballpark. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Juan Yepez will hit next. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Dylan.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Dylan Carlson. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So the batting order turns over, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Robles fires it to the plate, but it's offline. And they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So 2 down. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Liner caught at second. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Nationals nothing. And welcome back. Here's Corey Dickerson. The Nats in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The line to kick the pitch. And that's in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And that's down and away.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
The 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
And now it's Luis Garcia. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Dom Smith stands in. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. On the ground right side. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's Victor Robles. Out in front and foul to the left side. Dickerson at third. Smith on at first with 2 down. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Here's a 1-2. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Tying run at the plate. That one misses. It's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't.
And down on strikes. And that is that. So the Nats leave a pair. They trail it here 3-0. New inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Nolan Arenado.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Strasburg back to work. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Well struck right field. It bangs off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So digging in, Tyler O'Neill. High in the air, out to right. Thomas makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 4.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Man at first, Juan Yepez next up for the Cardinals. Hit hard, base hit.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
First and second, 2 down. Dylan Carlson next up for the Cardinals. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Nootbaar around third. 1 run scores. Here comes another. Garcia with a relay home. Not in time. He scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That'll do it for Steven Strasburg, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Paolo Espino. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do.
Paolo Espino.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman at the plate. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Nationals nothing. Bottom of the inning, up now for Washington, Lane Thomas. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That hits the dirt, ball 1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Goldie settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop,
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Flied out his first time. Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
1 down. Next for the Nationals is the DH, number 45.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
The pitch. There's a strike. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Abrams stands at first with 1 out. Next offering misses. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
Left-hand batter waits. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. No throw. Safe at second. The 1-1. Now fly ball to right center. Makes the catch, inning over. Nationals leave 1. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here in Nationals Park. On to the 4th. And now it's going to be Wilson Contreras.
the catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
And a pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And up next for St. Louis, Paul Goldschmidt. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Contreras headed home. Throws to second. And at second, no play. As a run scores.
Now batting.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So a man aboard. Now up the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. That one drilled left field. Gone. Nolan Arenado goes deep, and they add to their lead. It's 9-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Tanner Rainey taking over on the mound. And we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big. Brendan Donovan now at the plate. This guy has turned into a beast.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And that one is lifted in the air. Robles pulls it down. One away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Righty to the plate. Hard hit down the line and left. Dickerson makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That one is absolutely belted. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And now Juan Yepes. And it goes just foul. Yo one. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Out to short. Whips it to first. Out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 9-0. Back in Washington, D.C. Now, Corey Dickerson.
Leading up for Washington, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
And a pitch. On the ground, right side. One up, one down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Candelario at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. The wind and the pitch.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia, as the Nationals are down to their final out. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Turning, looking, and that one is gone.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's Dominic Smith.
First baseman, Dominic.
And that's in there for strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Righty delivers. And he grounds one back up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals take this one in a blowout.
Well, a big win by 8 runs. And when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.